28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mike, 120. 55.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Josh Ferguson with his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll... maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Not today. At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Hey, red 80.
Mike's by 4. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll run it here with Bernard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. We got this.
Stafford. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, let's get that ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mike 5-5.
Wentz now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I got you. 21.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got Lockett. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Wentz now to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6.
5-9. I'm bringing it to you. 55, Mike 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Hey, exit. 4 down.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's go, D.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Rush in. Check, 55 to Mike.
On 1st down, Wentz. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
We play to win.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down now. Bernard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 180. Hey, 50.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. They still can't get him. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Safe. Check your hot read.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wentz going to throw. This one caught by Isabella. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Kill. Let's find 7. Mike, 55.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
Great 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Washington, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. Powerful running. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. Stafford. That's complete. Bernard stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Set. 280. Real right. 22.
It's going to be a long...
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's got some space here. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 49 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Hey, check right. Great 57. Smooth. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, Lou. Me in your nightmares. Hang in there now. Hang in.
2nd down and goal. Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Sunday.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this 2nd half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Switch gears. Slam.
61, matchbox lights. Two jet. Wide, get wide. Black. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand. had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check three. Pick the edge. Go.
Wentz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Lockett. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Wentz now to throw.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, eat. Watch the slant.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 55.
Hey, what?
You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ross. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I'm coming after you.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
Keep playing hard.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.